Get off those pharmaceuticals and just get some sheepskin. Sounds crazy, but sheepskin actually comes in medical grade because there are therapeutic benefits proven scientifically to help with health. And we're going to talk about that in this episode. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more health and homesteading content and check out my supers and memberships for more support. Let's dig in. So when I first started collecting sheepskins, it wasn't because I had any idea about its value. I bought all of this because I just want comfort. I wanted softness. I wanted that feeling of cozy everywhere and anywhere I could get it. And so I started out with this sheepskin here that I use for all kinds. I put it on the kitchen floor when it's cold for my little baby to crawl on. I put it over the piano bench to make the piano bench look a little bit nicer. I'll put it in her little bed here. You could drape it over a couch or a chair. Obviously, your pets are going to love it. But it was just a really simple starting point that satisfied my craving for cozy. The next thing I got were my slippers. And these were an upgrade from my UGG slippers that I didn't like because they had a hard bottom. So I didn't feel like they were really good feet. I tried to be barefoot as much as possible. That is a whole other rabbit hole. But I do try to be barefoot as possible. And so these slippers were my next upgrade. Then came my living room. I really wanted to come up with a cohesive interior design that made you feel like you were in a comfy. Let's see how many times I can say cozy. But I ended up getting these 3 pillows specifically. I really fell in love with this one just because it's different and it's kind of a pop of contrast in my living room. I also got this beautiful rug that I'm sitting on. And this rug has really tied in all of the beautiful, rich wooden hues of my living room. And it's become a really beautiful focal point that just makes the floor really nice for us to sit and play on. Next up came this hat, which I actually got on sale through the Choose app. I'll link that. It's this really awesome app with like luxury quality brands for foods, clothing, all kinds of things with discounts. So I got my sheepskin. And then of course I got my sheepskin slippers for my 2 girls. And all of this sheepskin is from one particular company, because East Perry is the cleanest sheepskin brand on the market. I've gotten sheepskins in the past that smell funny, and that's because they are being processed with nasty chemicals. Not to mention, not ethically sourced. And you want to look for regenerative farming. You want to look for the byproduct of animals that are being used for meat or end of life. So supporting the animal's life as much as possible, that energy is going to transfer into whatever byproduct you get from them. The reasons why I love East Perry sheepskins is 1, you can feel the quality. It's real, it's not processed plastic, which actually mixed into a lot of sheepskins on the market these days. The first thing I notice is its weight and texture. Springy, it bounces back, it feels alive. It is a medical grade sheepskin quality that you can feel. They meet hospital level standards, and we'll talk about how these are actually therapeutic. Meeting hospital standards means that the fibers are extra dense, washable, and durable. They are naturally clean and odor resistant. The lanolin in the wool actually resists odors and bacteria. So even after months of use, sheepskin is going to remain fresh, and that means you can use it for things like baby bassinets, beds, wheelchairs. East Perry only works with farms that ethically produce their sheepskin product. Their flocks are humanely raised, they're using eco-friendly tanning methods, and wool is a renewable resource, so no microplastics breaking down, nothing will through processing. So sheepskin is actually so durable that it can last years without breaking down. They're made to be washed and brushed back to life, and there are different ways to do this, but one popular method is using snow and brushing it on, which is going to loosen up or harden and loosen up any oils that are in the sheepskin, and then you can literally just like brush it and fluff it up back to life. One of the coolest things about sheepskin is it's naturally self-regulating in temperature, meaning it's going to keep you cool in the summertime and warm in the wintertime. Say if you were to use a mattress topper or snuggle up next to it throughout the year. The last thing I'll say about East Perry products is that they're just beautiful. You can feel and look that every detail is artfully crafted and put together. And so you just never are compromising the integrity of quality with any of these sheepskins. And if you're going to invest in any kind of sheepskin, you might as well invest in one that you know is going to come out good. So now let's talk about medical grade sheepskin and why that is even a thing. Sheepskin has become super trendy in home decor because of its softness that it adds to spaces, and it's really comfortable and cozy, but truly it's beautiful as well. But sheepskin actually has medicinal uses, and that stems back to when hospitals would use sheepskin. Sheepskin is merino wool that has been processed, so the dense uniform fibers, high loft, makes it perfect for a hospital bed setting that meets sanitation requirements. Each fiber acts like a coil spring, supporting the body almost like a foam mattress would, except a natural material, cushioning and distributing weight evenly. This structure also has air capable of moving through the fibers, so there's less tendency to get bed sores, moisture buildup underneath the body, but instead wicking moisture and keeping the body dry. In fact, clinical studies have even shown that by laying on sheepskin, you can reduce the rate of ulcers on the body by up to 60%. And the lanolin in the wool actually has antibacterial properties that helps keep the skin and body clean and free from odor. And anyone recovering from illness, postpartum, or surgery can benefit from sheepskin in that even just this little bit of gentle support can be exactly what the body needs and offer a big difference between restless discomfort and restorative healing. Most synthetic cushions trap moisture and heat. Over time, that leads to skin breakdown, sweating, and odor, and even the accumulation of mold, which then can be inhaled and present mycotoxins. Wool, on the other hand, can absorb up to 30% of moisture from the air, and then not only capture that, but release it back into the air. So it stays fresh, dry, and cool, even with extended use over time. So in summary, the proven benefits that come from sheepskin in a medical setting have to do with the fact that moisture is not getting trapped in the fabric and impossible to clean. It's how our body relates to fabric and cushion over a long period of time, and how our body sits and is supported on more cushion instead of just hard metal coils like on a spring mattress. It's these little differences that you can make in life to find synchronicities in your healing journey. It's stepping away from modernity that doesn't work and finding ancient solutions. All in all I can say is once you get started with sheepskin, you may not stop because it is addictive how good it feels. You can find all the details on where to buy some of the most beautiful sheepskins from East Perry, along with all these awesome accessories that I personally love, down below in the caption. I hope you enjoyed this video on sheepskin and its medicinal properties. If you did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel for more health and homesteading, and check out my supers and memberships for more support.